Hey guys, so I've decided to do a commentary for the Dagger Spear Untamed, and although you see a footage of the staff right now, but it is something that I decided to put as an intro and an outro. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's fitting. So anyway, I didn't do a commentary for many years, so I didn't know how to approach it properly. So please bear with me with how I'm trying to do it. I will slow the clips down quite a lot and pause some to explain what's going on because some of the clips are fast and some of them have a lot of things going on in them that people won't really catch up what happened there without rewinding or anything. So I am going to slow them down and explain what is going on in the clip, and I know it might annoy some people and it might, bother some, but it's something that I will have to do in my opinion because people will not be able to catch up what's going on in there. I did get a lot of comments both in the game and in my videos about people having trouble playing Untamed. And yes, I can see that happening. Untamed is quite micromanaging, and a lot is going on with Untamed, especially when you're unleashing yourself and unleashing the pet and stuff like that. But I am trying to share my thought process during the fight and explaining my decision making and what I'm doing. So, um, like I said, it's a commentary after many years of not doing a commentary basically. So please bear with me and make sure to leave some feedback so I will know more and much better how to approach the commentaries more in the future if I will ever decide to make more commentaries or if you guys would want more commentaries. So, um, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I want to say I might pause the video from time to time just to explain a few stuff, so please be patient. In this clip, I've met Chief along the way, and we've decided to let Blue flip the keep, and we're gonna deny Red from um, defending the keep, basically, and just don't let them approach the Lord area. Starting up our engage, do notice we're against two Necros, one Ellie and one NG. I'm gonna start with my emo over here, and I'm gonna pause here. Okay, so Spear basically has three major abilities with high damage potential on a single hit. We have number 4, we have number 3, and if you're Untamed, we have number 1, the ambush skill. And basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to spread the damage out. So I'm going to use my number 4. After that, I'm going to follow up with my ambush just for the AoE damage. I'm going to do a cleave with number 2, and then I'm going to follow up with a number 3 on something that I think appropriate to use on not just throw it on a down target for extra damage, but more to get some more downies. So number 4, ambush, cleave, throwing my spear on the engine to get him down and swapping to dagger. Now let's stop here real quick and talk really fast about Dagger. Dagger has two major high damage potential abilities, especially when you're untamed. You have number 3 and you have the ambush skill. So I'm going to open up with the ambush skill on the Ellie to try and get to him and at the same time to try and drop him very low at the same time. So ambush skill, Call of the Wild, trying to hit him with the number 3 to get him down, but he misspawns, unfortunately. Trying to pressure him in a very close melee range. I see more people are approaching. I double dodge backwards and then lightning reflexes. It's okay, I can afford that. I have a lot of stealth and I have an evade ready. I'm throwing my spear to get the Ellie down, and I'm just cleaving the area, trying to put pressure on the area. I cannot stay there myself, so I'm just trying to cleave back and forth until I manage to get him down. I do watch what's going on with Chief over there. I saw him getting low. I saw when I moved my camera, he's getting low, but he popped his shroud. He got out of his shroud, and I see his low HP. So after I finish my cleave, I go back to him and try to get the downy that he left over there before he's getting finished off. So I managed to get the down with my bubble to deny the counter stomp. I'm swapping back to my own targets. I see more people there that are rezzing. I'm just, okay, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go and help Chief over here, put some pressure while he backs off. So I'm being pressured myself, and I'm gonna have to back off, running a bit out of options because I'm being dazed over here doing my heal, and then I'm gonna getting pulled. Luckily, I managed to leap towards the wall and deny any kind of projectiles coming my way, heal up, stealth for my pet, use my elite, and get out of there safely. Eventually, you can see that blues are able to start the ring up and start flipping. Reds are not gonna stop them right now, and this is where it ends. So on this clip, I want to take this cab, but immediately I'm sniffing and I'm seeing something approaching. So I'm gonna this clip is very, very short, so I'm gonna slow it down and I'm gonna talk about what's going on in here. So my opponent is a willbender. Willbender are known for having fast and high damage. So my plan is hit, move away, stall time with stealth whenever I can. So I let him lance me and I'm stealthing up right away and then dodging. Because I started up first, he did manage to hit me with the F1, but I'm dodging anyway just in case there is a follow-up damage. I'm unleashing myself and trying to ambush him just to put some pressure out there. I see he's almost getting down. I'm gonna throw my spear to finish the job. But he is blocking protection and most of the damage is being absorbed by the damage reduction. So I am trying to predict with my number 4 spear where he goes. I miss. He uses F2 to get away from there, F3 to start up his pressure, so I'm stealthing up and healing. Now I am stalling time here to get the F3 away from him. Like I don't want him to have an advantage on me with the F3. So I'm stalling time, going back in with a bit of clear once the F3 is gone. I am dodging away, swapping pet to have instant access to stealth if I need, swapping to Dagger, ambushing him. Now he is gonna start casting something, so I'm gonna use my Warhorn to try and stop him, and then immediately I'm gonna use my number 3 to kill him right at the end of the dodge. The cast time without any quickness on the number 3 dagger is quite similar to a dodge time frame. Therefore, as soon as I see him dodging, if I am using my number 3 a bit after the time that I saw him dodging, I am gonna manage to catch him right at the end of his dodge. So in this fight, I'm fighting a Tempest and a Cold Guard. Now I'm testing the field to see who takes the most damage so I'll know who to pressure and who try to back off from the fight. So I'm gonna slow down this clip as well because it's also quite short. So I'm gonna do something that is not common thing to do, which is sacrificing your pet while you're pressuring the enemy. I'm gonna open on the core guard with my ambush, and I'm gonna use my Warhorn 5 and then immediately Dagger 3. I did miss the Dagger 3, so I'm letting reflexes out of there to remove the emob. And then I know the core guard is a bit pressured, so it is a good time to pop my elite and continue the pressure on both of them, and then immediately swap to the Ellie while the core guard is using his renewed focus to back off from the fight. This is exactly what I wanted because now I'm gonna swap my attention to the Ellie and start pressuring him. I do notice he's casting his heal, so I know that once his heal is off and I'm starting my pressure, he has no way to get out of my pressure without running away. So I'm gonna stealth up, swap pet, throw my spear at him, set my pet at him, causing opening strike to actually proc on him and my opening strike at the same time, both Pet and me, getting him down with a nice juicy crit, and then immediately starting to cleave the area because the cold guard comes in and tries to res him. Just because he tried to res him, it gave me an opening to try and cleave the area with my number 4 and number 2, which did get him down and eventually getting me to win the fight. In this clip, we're engaging 6 people. Now, we're starting up the fight as 2, but it's fine, we know what we're doing, so we're just gonna cleave the area and try to get the downy. We got 1 downy, and we're starting to pressure the area to try and get the second downy. We did get a second downy, but slowly the pressure is fading away since we're outnumbered anyway. So I'm popping up my elite to take less damage as possible, and then setting up and moving away. Now I see my ally is still there, so I'm swapping to my spear and ambush the area to try and peel for him. He managed to get out, but he is being chased by 2 people, so I'm swapping my attention to them. Watching the Ellie with stab, I'm waiting for the stab to be over before I daze him, managing to stop his heal and then finishing him off with my ambush dagger. Stealthing up with my smoke scale, I managed to back off and heal, and watch my third ally come in and start the pressure. So I'm going to join him and actually put my spirit down and ambush spirit to finish them off. Leaving almost no survivors from the ambush and the spirit combo, most of them got downed, except 1 or 2 people, but eventually they're being picked off as well, and the fight is over. Now, I'm going to show you two duels against the Reaper just to show the dynamic side of Untamed when it comes to decision making. One of them is going to be the passive decision making, the other side is going to be the aggressive decision making. So you will understand how Untamed actually works when it comes to being dynamic. It's not always the same thing. It can be different even though you're fighting the same enemy again. So I'm sorry I'm doing this, but I'm gonna slow down the clips just so people will see and understand what's going on, because sometimes it's too fast for people to notice or understand what's going on. Starting off the fight, I expect him to launch an attack on me, so I'm dodging and evading two attacks at the same time. Stealthing up looking like for an opening, I'm tossing my spear out of stealth, ending up revealing myself. He noticed that in time and shrouding up to block the damage. I expected him to do that, so I'm telling my pet to teleport on him and blind him, causing him to miss his number 3 shroud. I'm dodging away from his shroud 4, and then eventually using my 4 to back off. Stealthing up, getting hit by his spear, I immediately swap to my Dagger to cleanse conditions. I'm gonna use my number 5 Warhorn to daze him, and immediately follow up with a burst of my own to try and pressure him back. Now I do expect him to use his elite, so I do notice the elite coming up, so I dodge it and avoid the stun. I am putting a false kind of pressure feeling on him by putting number 4 Warhorn and the unleash skills for my pet, trying to back him off for me because I don't have any more dodges and I don't really want to use my utilities here. I have the upper hand. It's basically a win right now, and I don't want to throw this away. So I'm just backing off and stealthing up. Now I'm looking for an opening on him again, and I do notice he's healing up. Still, I need to keep my cool and stay calm. I don't want to throw this fight, so I'm just throwing my spear at him. Watching him swap to his shroud, blocking the damage, I'm dodging away his number 2. Immediately I'm using my number 4 spear to get out of there before the shroud 5 is gonna hit me, and starting up with my Jaguar on the way, just to avoid any cast time and, any spare time out there. Watching him back away, I immediately ambush him to put some pressure on him and swapping to my dagger just in case I will have an opening on him with my ambush. I see he's leaping away. I understand that he will back off and try to engage me from range, which is bad for me because right now I'm on a melee weapon. But I am swapping pet, telling my pet to teleport on him, blind him. The field is gonna miss, so I'm not even trying to dodge that. And now I have the upper hand on him again because my pet is on him, he's far away from me. I'm in the safe area, and I'm ready to burst him if I need to. So I did notice a pattern. Every time something sudden is happening, he's putting up a shroud. So I'm being prepared for that. Gonna use my ambush dagger on him, and immediately after that I'm gonna dodge, evading his shroud number 2. Now I expect him to launch an attack right afterwards, so I am just gonna watch him and notice what it does. Immediately I'm dodging the attacks that I expected to come. I'm telling my smoke skill to put the smoke. I'm leaping on him with my dagger, leaving him with 2% HP. Now still, I need to keep calm and stay cool, so I'm just sending my pet with a blind on him and letting it finish the job while I'm going to safety in case something goes wrong. Now, in this fight, it's a bit more aggressive fight and a more short duration fight than the previous one because the previous one was passive, while this one is more aggressive. So I expected an attack from him, so I'm dodging it right off the bat, throwing my spear and then dodging the second leap I saw coming because he already casted the first one. So I'm leaping with my own leap on him and try to put some pressure, but he shrouds up and feels me away. So I'm just gonna lightning reflex out of there, breaking the stun and immediately stealthing up. Now it does miss his shroud fire, which is very weird because it seems to be in range, but it still did not hit me. So I was dodging just in case. Swapping to my dagger to try to put more pressure on him, I'm swapping to my warhorn and blasting it off to try and daze him and proc his second stun break, which he does use, which is a spectral armor. Now, he fills me away with the sword, and I'm watching what he's doing. I see he's casting Focus 5, so I'm gonna try to dodge it, and I do manage to dodge it just really on the tiny bit of the end. I managed to dodge it, set up with my Jaguar, expect him to come back to the place that he was, put my Spirit down to daze him, put more pressure, and then finishing him off with an ambush skill. So this was the first commentary after a very long time, and any feedback would be appreciated for future commentaries that might come on the way. Um, Now, I am very sorry about this, but I'm not gonna give out the build again because I want people to experiment and build their own stuff. After all, off-meta builds are most of the time the most fun ones, and I want people to build builds that are more fit for their personality and gameplay that they want to try. just like I'm doing and my friends are doing. So it is something that I'm trying to push, and I don't really share my builds. And I know some people would get upset because of that and think I'm selfish or anything like that. I'm not even giving them out to my guildies or my friends because they understand the what I'm trying to do. And I am thinking about going back streaming, but what's stopping me is quite the toxic community in what is towards roaming streamers. So I'm not sure if I will do that. I am still thinking about it. But let me know in the comments if you want me to make more commentaries, if I should go back streaming, roam streaming, so people will see in live my uh, reaction and how I'm thinking and the thought process while fighting. And yeah, thank you for watching and have a great day.